Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen, to the company update of OceanaGold on Commodity-TV. OceanaGold reported the completed third quarter 2022 numbers ended on 30 September. As expected, consolidated production was lower than the previous quarter at 104,953 ounces gold, with the 7% quarter-over-quarter decrease mainly due to lower grades at Didipio, Macraes and Haile, partially offset by higher production at Waihi. Compared to the corresponding period in 2021, production in the current quarter was 33% higher, mainly due to the resumption of operations at Didipio. The company produced over 351,283 ounces gold and 2,885 tons copper year-to-date, representing a 37% increase in gold production compared to the corresponding period in 2021. The improvement reflects consistent operating performance in 2022 against plan, including at Didipio, which was not in operation in the previous comparable period. In the third quarter, the company recorded AIC of $1,554 per ounce on total sales of 111,390 ounces gold and 3,718 tons copper. For the full year last year, the company recorded AIC of $1,338 per ounce with total sales of 350,378 ounces gold and over 11,168 tons of copper. Haile produced 36,482 ounces gold in the third quarter with AIC of $1,552 per ounce and cash costs of $1,175 per ounce. The quarter-over-quarter increase in AIC was due to the expected decline in mining grade, which resulted in lower production, combined with inflationary costs impacts, particularly reagents, mechanical parts, and labor. For the full year last year, Haile produced almost 135,000 ounces gold. Mining at the Haile pit for phase 1 was completed at the end of the third quarter, and mining will now transition to the Mill Zone and Ledbetter areas in phase 2. During the quarter, the United States Army Corps of Engineers released a supplemental environmental impact statement called SACE for Haile, following which a 30-day public comment period was scheduled, during which no significant comments were received. The ACOE has notified the company that all comments received during the review period have been adequately addressed and that it is prepared to issue both the final record of decision and the Clean Water Act Section 404 permit once the CWA 401 water quality certification issued by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control becomes effective. Didipio produced 25,379 ounces gold and 3,581 tons copper in the third quarter, bringing annual production to over 84,000 ounces gold and almost 11,000 tons copper. The third quarter was the second consecutive quarter in which the underground mine operated at full production rate since underground mining resumed in November 2021. Didipio's AIC for the third quarter was $913 per ounce sold, while cash costs were $818 per ounce sold. The quarter-over-quarter increase in AIC was due to a reduction in mined grade resulting in lower metal production, a lower average realized copper price, reducing byproduct revenue, and inflationary cost impacts, particularly energy. Macraes produced over 29,400 ounces in the third quarter, resulting in total gold production of almost 104,000 ounces last year. In July 2022, record monthly rainfall at Macraes impacted mining operations, resulting in approximately 200 hours of lost production, which reduced overall mining productivity and ore production for the quarter compared to plan. Third quarter AIC was $1,924 per ounce sold, while cash costs were $1,298 per ounce sold. The quarter-over-quarter increase in AIC was primarily due to weather-related impacts, resulting in lower average mining grade and lower gold production and sales. Waihi produced 13,690 ounces in the third quarter, down from 28,643 ounces gold in all of last year. As expected, mining continued in the third quarter in the more trustworthy areas of the Martha underground deposit, resulting in improved stripping performance, an increase in ore tons, and a higher mining grade. Third quarter AIC was $1,601 per ounce sold, while cash costs were $1,067 per ounce sold. The quarter-over-quarter decrease in AIC was primarily due to the 67% quarter-over-quarter increase in gold production. The company's consolidated revenue for the third quarter was $214 million, almost a decrease of 7% from the prior quarter, primarily due to lower average realized metal prices. The company's full-year revenue of $729 million, including record first-half revenue of $515 million, reflects the successful ramp-up of Didipio and higher gold production and sales in New Zealand. In the third quarter, EBITDA decreased 46% quarter-over-quarter, reflecting lower expected production combined with lower revenues due to lower average realized metal prices. Year-to-date 2022 EBITDA is almost $273 million, and adjusted net income after tax for the third quarter was $5.9 billion, or 1 cent per fully diluted share. Adjusted net income after tax for 2022 of $118 million was significantly higher than the corresponding period in 2021. Cash flow from operations of $45 million in the third quarter was consistent with the lower EBITDA. Fully diluted cash flow from operations per share before working capital movements was 8 cents in the third quarter and 42 cents for the year. Cash flow from operations for the current year was $268.5 million, significantly higher than the corresponding period in 2021 due to the resumption of operations at Didipio and the prior period when $76.7 million of physical gold settlements occurred against gold prepayment agreements entered into 2021. The point and figure chart, ladies and gentlemen, shows successive rising lows, which is a very good sign. If the share price holds above $1 Canadian dollar 95, prices of $3.50 Canadian dollars should be possible soon. In the longer term, we can again imagine a share price around 5 Canadian dollar region. Very well. Please note the disclaimer superimposed now. The company is part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate, and I'm a shareholder in the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.